My main question is, why are we all trying so hard to be perfect in an imperfect world? We've lost the point as a collective on trying to better the human race. I feel like we just want to blow stuff up. We want to steal other people's money. We want to look hot doing it. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is the third entry of the Diary of a Person, and I'm so proud of myself because why? This is a small win. I am on a continuous streak, even though it's video number 3, of putting myself out there in new ways and challenging how I let the world perceive me. Okay guys, I like this angle here because the other angle I felt wasn't doing me justice, and I'll admit that. And I didn't like the angle because I don't know, I felt like my face was built like Texas for a second. You could see all my dark spots. You could see like the unevenness of my skin tone. I don't know like how close you guys were. Like maybe I'm still doing it, but it's because I don't have my little big mirror behind me. I just don't like the angles I'm giving, and not that I'm perfect, but I seem less perfect than I already am, and that is what I want to talk about in this video. My main question is, why are we all trying so hard to be perfect in an imperfect world? And the pause was necessary because you had to think a little after the fact that you noticed I paused. Why do we try so hard? Not even that all of us try as hard as some people would consider being a try hard as, but I just mean in general, everyone is trying to tweak something about themselves, I feel, that might help them appease to society better. And that could be physically, that could be like trying to change themselves as a person, because we are all people as a collective, but as individuals, we're all persons. No two persons are the same. Let's get to the main point here. We all try so hard to appear a certain way, whether that's to our family, whether that's to friends, whether that's to strangers, just other people as a collective. You might have many different faces, and sometimes you need different faces for like a professional setting, or like, you know, when to read the room. But overall, like personality wise, you should be able to shine through in all settings. But society has taught us, especially with the rise of social media and stuff, that certain personality aesthetics are held higher above like someone just plain right out being themselves. And I say it, but we really don't register how much we're just like maybe trying to appease society without trying. Us trying to fit in boxes when we might not feel like we fit in the box is trying to appease society because society put that box there. It's because as persons, we like to be with the collective. It's human nature. We are pre-programmed to want to be accepted most of the time into like the bigger group. Nobody really wants to be put down. So that's why even in studies, like I've seen that they were doing these tests on people, and it was like a control study. Like a person in the group didn't know the other contestants were prepaid, and like they were saying the rest of the people were saying the wrong answers on purpose when the one person would know the right answer, but the one person began to change their right answer to the wrong answer to fit in with the rest of the group, even though they were right. Why? Because they did not want to stand out as the oddball, because as people, we want to appease the larger scale to fit in. We don't want to feel left out. And that leads me into my next point. Why are we trying to fit other people's ideals when it won't benefit us at all sometimes? It's like those movies like The Princess Diaries.
Because Majesty, only Paolo can take this and give you
a princess.
And how they changed Anne Hathaway's character from her like frizzy hair, glasses self to like a more sleeked hair, contact, like, I don't know, I guess they put makeup on her, changed her wardrobe to make her better suited for being the Princess of Genovia. But she was already fiery before. Maybe they just could have put some like curl cream in her hair, but she didn't seem like she minded the frizz. Like, I mean, it's stuff like that. Like, I know she had a role to fit, but they could have let her personality shine through more. They were trying to like change her, and like that's why they even put the pictures up. We could take this and then it turn it, like, take it apart and say and make it into a princess. Like, what the heck? Like, what did they have against her when it's what's inside her that made the people of Genovia like her in the first place? Because just because they changed the external, they didn't change anything inside of her. It's just stuff like that. We try so hard to appear like we aren't people, like we're all these like cartoon people, smooth skin, like no emotions other than happy, like always got it together. No, that is not the case. Everyone has imperfections. Some people are just better at hiding their imperfections that, you know, of course society might consider imperfections. That's why others might hold them to a higher standard. However, it doesn't make the fact less, you know, true. That person still has imperfections. They still have flaws. We're so used to putting other people on pedestals because of what we think about them. Because especially if we think highly of someone, they seem like they could have no flaws in their head. That's why some people are in certain situations with, you know, not even fully partners, but maybe friendships or, you know, situationships, because they're not seeing the other person's flaws and imperfection. We have to see things for what they are. Everyone is a person. And in this next point that I'm leading into, number 3, us being in an imperfect world, you have to take a step back and look around you. Like, go outside, touch some grass. Even if you're chronically online, like, if you keep scrolling and scrolling, like, take a minute to absorb it. Like, step back and see all the garbage that's being pushed down our throats, like stuff that's happening politically and stuff on whatever side you're on. Like, it's just becoming so much. Like, I feel like as a collective, we've lost the point as a collective on trying to better the human race. I feel like we just want to blow stuff up. We want to steal other people's money. We want to look hot doing it. And it's like the last part, looking hot while, you know, existence fine. You know, hot girl mentality, hot boy mentality. But it's like, we're really just spiraling as a society. Marvin Gaye was singing Mercy Me how many years ago? In the 70s, talking about mercury in the fish in the sea. What now? We got pollution in the air. Like, we got weather patterns changing like crazy. That's why we always having hurricanes and tornadoes and snow in whatever state you are. It's snowing in Texas. It's snowing in Georgia. Like, what is this? It's because, like, we're so, like, as a society, like, we're so imperfect, but we like to slap, you know, some plastic wrap or like a sticker or like a band-aid on certain stuff and keep it pushing without acknowledging other stuff or not facing the facts that we're not perfect, especially America. Like, what sometimes the government like wants to, like, I know we have good qualities, like, but it's like also the government be trying sometimes to like make it seem like we're not low in rank in education and all that other stuff. Like, America has good qualities, but like we push like a certain image of ourselves that you might not know of unless you're living in America. Like, I don't know, especially if you're like a minority and stuff, but that's a whole other video. I'm just trying to say, at the end of the day, we're all imperfect people trying to show in some regard how we could be perfect, and we like really internalize it, our imperfections, because we live with ourselves every day. We live with ourselves, so we hear in our head like us going through our imperfections, and either feeling like we need to cover it up or this and that. But your imperfections are what make you. Bad habits are different than imperfections. Of course, you can work on imperfections, but don't have the end goal in mind to be perfect, because that's just already setting yourself up for failure. You have to learn to love some, like, I'm guessing like most of your non-destructive imperfections to becoming your most quote unquote perfect self in your eyes, or I would love to say higher self. So stop as a person putting so much pressure on yourself to be perfect when we were never made to be perfect. We were made to be human, so flawed. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. I really wanted to record something even though it was small. I know my thoughts were kind of all over the place, but that doesn't matter. What matters is me showing up and putting the message out there and being able to create something that I feel anyone, even if it's one person, might be able to benefit from. Because I, as a person, am allowed to put my thoughts and emotions out there into the world for others to see. I am allowed to take up space in that way. And yes. Please, guys, in the comment section below, leave your thoughts on the video. If you have like anything you want to connect with on or relate to, leave that in the comment section. And I can't wait to see you guys in the 4th entry. Bye.